Sky is so high, if you don't know how to fly, ain't feeling easier to make you fly. Sky is so high, if you don't know how to fly, ain't feeling easier to make you fly. Here we go.
Hello everyone, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. To achieve excellent customer service in a highly competitive market, airline must deliver. So, you guys noted it down, no? Did you study, all of you? To achieve excellent customer service in a highly competitive market, airlines must deliver. Studied?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please tell me?
First point is that standardized services to all customers. Services based on customers' need individual. A variety of perishable services most customers want. Only high quality core services to customers.
Very nice, Srinivas.
Thank you.
Well said answer. Next question. In order to be customer centric, an organization must
Would customer first before employees? Would employees first before customer? Place equal importance on both customers and employees. Act as to the customer is always right.
Very nice. Srinivas, now you don't say, I want others also to answer.
Okay, ma'am.
Hawaii Start Zero. What type of corporate statement is that? Someone else?
Sorry, ma'am, I was not there yesterday.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Anyone else? Frontline staff is influential because it is within their power to do the following. What does the frontline staff do? To make all important first impression, as I already said, they will be the one who will make all important first impression. Like when they are talking to someone, they should be well groomed. They will be able to communicate. They should be able to communicate with the passengers, okay, in a confident way. Whatever they are saying should be clear, well understandable by the passenger, okay. And they should show confidence while talking. So these are the things which are important as a first impression, okay, to gain or lose customers, to convert a crisis into an opportunity. This also I already told you. To create, I'm just giving this thing, doing a revision of yesterday's class. To create lasting and satisfying relationships with customers, to act in a way that drive customers to the airline's competitors, to look forward to each encounter with a customer, or to represent the intrusion every time someone calls for help, to influence the customer to feel one of two things, either satisfaction or displeasure with the airline and its service. Effective frontline staff has the ability to keep existing customers and to encourage new ones to choose a particular airline over the okay, so this is already done. So we will talk about the duties and responsibilities of frontline staff. Okay, cabin crew, who are also known as flight attendants, are primarily on board an aircraft for the safety and welfare of the passengers. Okay guys, now I'll do a small role play. We'll study in the later part. In the first half I want to do a small role play. There are so less people today. How many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15 of us are there. So Alina, Anjali, Ankita, Kumari and Ashwin, please switch on the videos, 4 of you. Others also switch on all of your videos. I want to see all of you. Kindly switch on. I'm so sorry that I'll not be able to switch on my video today because I'm not well. I got wet in the rain yesterday and I also got fever and cough and not in a situation to switch on the video. Really apologize for that to all of you. I hope you guys will cooperate and understand my situation. Okay guys, please all of you switch on the videos. Please switch on the videos, everyone. Everyone switch on the videos. Okay, so first I am appointing these four: Alina, Anjali, Ankita, Ashwin. Please, whoever is there in this call, please do not leave the call. It's mandatory for all of you to maintain the same attendance throughout the session. I request all of you to maintain your attendance throughout the session. Please do not leave in between. Nisha? Yes, ma'am. Alina, Anjali, what you can do? Whether you have prepared your introduction or not later on. As of now, you can just do a small role play where two of them will be customers and two of them will be cabin crew or any staff, airline staff. So I want you to act as frontline staff, okay, whether a ground staff, whether a cabin crew. Two of you will be acting as ground staff and two of you will be asking about delays, will be asking about baggage belt number. Okay, I mean not baggage belt number, the gate number. Gate number, you can ask which gate number. How you will react, I want to see. You can decide the situation by yourself, but these questions should be there. Can you unmute yourself and discuss? Alina?
Yes, ma'am.
Alina?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please turn video.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, four of you please discuss. Two of you have to be cabin crew. Two of you have to be playing the role of a passenger. And then in the situation, you guys, two of you are, whoever is a cabin crew will be the frontline staff. Okay, because frontline staff means it is the ground staff or cabin crew or the ticketing people. So whoever will be in the direct contact with the passengers and the customers, they are known as the frontline passengers, frontline staff. Understood? Understood? How will you, when passengers or customers will approach you, okay, how will you react? So while approaching also, you can approach like how you guys approach to the frontline passengers, what kind of queries you take to them. You can take queries like that to the frontline passengers according to you, or also you can add these two things. Why is the flight delayed? Where is the gate number, ma'am? You can ask. Okay. Suppose you two cabin crew are the employees of SpiceJet, and these passengers, you are in the ground. Okay, right now you are not in the flight. You are in the ground now, not in the flight. So these two passengers, they are the customers of Indigo. Okay, Indigo. So they are coming because they have not booked your ticket, your airline ticket. I want to see how you guys will react. Four of you to decide. Please talk and decide what situation you will do, what kind of act you will do. Four of you, please discuss. So I was very lenient with all of you. I think I have to be strict to make you all in track. If you guys don't want me to be strict, then please don't take advantage of me being lenient to all of you. It's just that I want you guys to improve. That is why I'm giving you this activity. Please try to understand and please be cooperative. Please take initiative. Please take initiative, because only then you will be able to do that in the interview, whatever. If you will be like this, you'll hesitate like this, you will be shy like this, no one will hire you. have to break the ice in the classroom. Then you will be able to perform there. Please, understanding, right, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Please, Alina, why every time you mute yourself and hide yourself? Alina, please respond. Alina and Nisha, both of you.
Ma'am, it's raining here. Voice is not clear.
Okay, Nisha, Nisha, please switch on the video at least.
Okay, ma'am.
Ankita, switch on the video. Nisha, switch on video. And Alina also switch on the video. Alina? Alina? Alina, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Please switch on the video.
Your video is on, ma'am.
Okay. All of now, 4 of you, please discuss. Okay, I explained what about you, the frontline staff, right? Frontline staff are the staff who are in direct contact with the passengers or customers. Frontline staff can be ticketing counter staff, can be ground staff, can be guest agents, can be cabin crew. Also, okay. These are the people who are in direct contact with the passenger, right? In an airline. Are you able to? So whom? No, right? Are you in contact with? When you book a ticket in an airline, whom are you in contact with? Frontline staff, who will be the ticketing cabin crew. These are the people who will get in touch, right? When you book a ticket in an airline. So. You guys, I'm appointing 2 of you can be frontline staff. You can choose any category. You can be cabin crew, you can be ground staff, you can be ticketing counter, any category you can choose by yourself. Okay, 2 of you should be that one, and 2 of you should act like a passenger. Okay, so the passenger will ask the frontline staff about suppose these 2 passengers. Okay. 2 of you decide who wants to be the passenger. So, Amala, please switch on the video. Why you have to switch off the video every time? Okay. So, these 2 passengers will ask the frontline staff that, ma'am, where is the Indigo counter? Suppose you are in the airport near your counter. Okay, you 2 are the employees of SpiceJet. You 2 are, suppose you are a ground staff or whatever, a cabin crew, or you are a frontline staff basically. So you are in the ground now. You're in the ground. You are in your duty. You are doing your duty. Meanwhile, the passengers from other airline, any other airline, okay, they have booked a ticket from other airline. These 2 passengers, they come to you because in an airport they do not know who's airline's staff. They think everyone is airline staff. Everyone airlines normally these passengers, they do not know what uniform does the different airlines have. What is each airline's uniform? They doesn't know the uniform. So that is why they will confuse and they will ask, where is the Indigo counter? Where can I keep my baggage and all? This kind of questions normally these passengers ask. So how will you deal with these kind of passengers in the frontline stuff? I want to see the role play. I want to see how will you act. So Misha, you become a cabin crew, and Anjali, you become a cabin crew. Let Amala and Ankita become passengers. Now you decide. You discuss. Misha and please discuss. No, Misha, you can discuss, right?
Yeah.
Please, Anjali.
Yes, ma'am.
So what to do for you guys now? What am I supposed to do if you keep quiet? Please discuss, no, both of you.
Ma'am, first the customer should ask, right?
Yeah, you first discuss the role play among your group. 4 of you are there, no? You are there, Nisha, Anjali, Ankita, and Felicia.
Yes,
Saisha?
ma'am, I'm there.
Okay, can you take place of Ankita?
Yes, ma'am, I can, but I won't be able to answer the video. I'm not well, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. You can just communicate with them.
Yes, ma'am. So, what was the topic, ma'am?
And the topic is that you have to, two of you I have appointed as staff, frontline staff. And two of them will be passengers, and these passengers have booked a ticket of a different airline, and you are a frontline staff of SpiceJet, suppose, and these passengers have booked a ticket of Indigo. So they will ask them, where is the counter, where I have to keep the tickets, where is the gate number, why is the flight delayed? This kind of questions they will ask. These two frontline staff, being frontline staff, I want them to handle these kind of passengers. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. So, I am the passenger or the frontline staff?
To become the frontline staff only,
Okay, ma'am.
to become the frontline staff, let Nisha become the passenger. Nisha, you become the passenger, you talk to them as a passenger, and Anjali and Celsia, you become the frontline staff.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Please discuss now.
Okay, so we'll start by asking, how may I help you, ma'am?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
These two passengers watching to you. You are watching these two passengers watching to you, so they will ask. Excuse me, Nisha. You can communicate. You can talk, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You can just ask the frontline staff, like, you know, ma'am, where is the ticket? Where is the Indigo counter? Where can I get my boarding pass? And why is the flight delayed, ma'am? You can ask. Okay, you can do that. You can just do a temporary role play now. You can display it to me after 5 minutes. You discuss first, four of you discuss. Open a video. Open your video and ask.
Anjali, you're the passenger, right?
No,
Anjali,
I'm first staff.
frontline staff. Anjali is frontline staff. Alina is passenger, and Nisha. Alina, where are you?
Alina is not there, ma'am.
Alina is there.
Ma'am, I am my network, I have network problems, that's why there's call disconnected, that's why.
Okay, no problem. Alina, you become the passenger. You and Nisha become the passenger. So, Alina, you ask these two frontline staff, why is the flight delayed? Okay, and Nisha, you ask where is the Indigo counter? Where can I get my boarding pass? Okay, and where should I keep this luggages? Where to keep this luggage? You ask. Okay, Nisha.
Yeah.
Both of you discuss now. Anjali and Celsia, you discuss how you will handle these two passengers, since they are not your airline passengers. They are not the passenger of your airline because they have not booked any ticket of your airline. So how will you deal with passengers or guests from other airlines? Discuss.
So, we can tell that it was because of weather problem. The delay was because of weather, bad weather. And we can guide them to, like, take them to the SpiceJet counter.
Okay.
Do you have any idea?
Celsia, first I'll come and ask to you that, excuse me, or hello ma'am, can you look that Indigo counter? Where is the Indigo counter?
Okay.
And where would I get my boarding pass? So you should answer
Yeah.
to that.
So I'll tell you the third counter is for Indigo counter, and you'll get your boarding pass over there.
Yeah, ma'am said that you are SpiceJet member, as I'm asking about the Indigo counter.
Yeah, so I'll just guide you to the Indigo counter, since you don't know where the counter is.
Okay.
And if you ask me about the delay, then I can tell you because of bad weather, the delay is happening. And I'll take you to the counter.
Felicia, please tell me why the flight is late.
First, I'll take you to the Indigo counter, since you are not from our airline. So I'll take you to that counter. And the weather condition, the bad weather condition is the reason. That's it.
Okay.
You can start if you want.
Okay, we can start.
Ma'am, can we start?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Okay, how may I help you, ma'am?
Yeah, can you show me where the Indigo counter is and where I can get my boarding pass?
Yes, ma'am, sure. The third counter is the Indigo counter. You can follow me. I'll take you to the counter, and you'll get your boarding pass over there itself.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, please tell me why the flight is late.
Actually, there are bad weather conditions. So till the weather is not settled, the flight won't be going. So mostly that is the reason why the flight is delayed. You can get comfortable and take a seat, ma'am,
Okay.
and wait till the flight is going. Sorry.
Can you show me which is the gate number I have to go?
Yes, sure. The third counter is the Indigo counter.
Okay, it's which way? Which way to go?
You can follow me. I can show you.
Okay, thank you.
Done, ma'am. I guess.
Where should I put my luggages on?
Sorry.
Where should I put my luggages on?
There is a luggage counter over there. You have to put all your luggages over there. And there will be security check itself.
Is any other flight on time?
Sorry?
Is any flight to Dubai like that? Like any
The
flight?
voice is breaking.
Any flight is on time to Dubai?
She's asking if there is any flight on time to the location, to the destination.
Actually, there is very bad weather conditions right now, so we cannot tell anything, ma'am. We'll have to wait for some time.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No problem.
When is the next flight to Delhi?
Ma'am, we will tell you as soon as it's confirmed. Since the weather is not clear to us right now, we cannot say anything. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience caused, ma'am.
It's okay.
Okay. Done? Both of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice. Okay, good answer. Celsia, you have performed very nicely. Okay, you have taken the passenger to the counter. How generously! I really like the way you handle them. Celsia, very well handled. Okay, very nice. What is Anjali doing? I don't know. Anjali, what are you doing? Were you watching your colleagues helping the guest, and you will just watch? If you will be having a situation like this, Anjali, will you just watch their face? Anjali?
No, ma'am. She only handling, so
What are you supposed to do? Are you not supposed to assist your colleague or the passengers? Are you supposed to just stand simply? See, always remember one thing: when you and your colleague are there, and one of them helping the other person, if you're not doing any work, you're free. You can help. Okay. You can help them. You don't have to stand and watch them working. You can help them if you are free. If you're done with your own job, you're waiting for someone, or you're waiting there with your colleague, or you are there to assist them only. Then you assist them. Okay, Anjali is not understood.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please take care of these things, Anjali.
Okay, ma'am.
And one more thing, Celsia, very well done, well handled. I'm sure as an employee in airline also you'll be doing a good job. You'll get appreciation also. Nisha also very nice. Okay, since it's your second class, but still you are cooperating. Very good, Nisha. I look forward to have more classes with you. You'll learn more, you'll interact more, then you'll become more confident and smart. Okay, Nisha? Okay, so other people, I'll talk to you. Veena, Trisha, and one more is there. Who was the other one? Srinivas. Naresh. Naresh? Naresh? Naresh and Trisa, Veena and Krishna. So 2 of will become frontline staff and 2 of will become passengers. So you same way. Suppose after arrival, one passenger came to you, to the frontline staff, and he's making query to you that he has broken his that while collecting the baggage, okay, from the baggage belt area. Okay, after the arrival, okay, the check-in baggage he has collected, and he has noticed that one of his wheel has broken. Understood? One of his wheel has broken. So how will you handle this kind of situation? The cabin crew, what will you do first?
Ma'am, what kind of wheel, ma'am?
Sorry?
What broken, ma'am? Wheel.
Yes, wheel. Wheel of the bag.
Okay.
Wheel of the bag has broken, and wheel of the bag has broken, and okay, after the check-in bag, see there you are supposed waiting near the baggage belt to assist the passengers. Okay, only in your counter, only in your airline counter, only you are waiting the staff there. Okay, so 2 passengers are approaching to you and complaining about that after they collected the check-in baggage from the baggage belt, they have broken 2 wheels. So how will you deal with them? How will you handle them? How will you answer them? What will you be telling it to them? Very professionally, I want you to handle. First thing first, you have to apologize, because you are not apologizing. You are wearing the airline's uniform. You are the employee of the airline. So the airline is apologizing, even if it's not your fault personally, but since your airline staff has done the mistake, so you are the one representing the airline. So on behalf of your airline, you have to apologize that I'm really so sorry for the inconvenience caused, ma'am. will surely note it down for future this thing. May I help you? How may I help you now, ma'am? Please, can I? So you have to apologize first. I want to see you guys handling this kind of situation. So Teresa and Veena will be the frontline staff, and the other two left.
Yes, ma'am.
So why these other two left? Can you personally message them to come back? If you have the numbers. Okay, Srinivas is still there. One more.
Yes, ma'am.
Naresh left. Okay, let Naresh go. No need. Okay, Srinivas, you be the passenger. You ask them. Veena and Teresa will be the cabin crew, and both the frontline staff. I'm telling you, both have to talk. Both have to handle the situation. If one, I don't want anyone to look at the face and then just tell me that the other person was handling, so I was keeping quiet. Okay, I do not expect this. I want both of you to handle the situation. Srinivas, please start. Discuss
the whole thing, ma'am. The whole thing is that I broken the wheel, right?
Yes. Not
okay,
you broke. Not you broke. You have given while checking while in your this thing.
Okay, back wheel has broken by cabin crew members, right?
Not cabin crew. See, you give your luggage to the second counter while boarding. Don't you give your luggage counter?
Yeah.
They take your baggage in the aircraft belly, right? They do not.
Okay.
You arrive at a station after arrival, after you reach to your destination, they will announce, this cabin crew will announce your baggage belt number, no?
Yes.
Check-in baggage. So once you put the check-in baggage belt, the baggage belt number, after you collect, you have noticed.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, I got it. Excuse me, ma'am. I'll just conversation with Veena and someone. Teresa, ma'am. Yeah. Excuse me, where's my luggage?
Hi, ma'am. Good morning. Your luggage we can find there, ma'am.
Can you please show me that?
Yes, ma'am. Follow me, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, is this your luggage, ma'am?
Yes. But yeah, my wheel has been broken, my luggage bag.
Oh, wait, ma'am. Let me check. Yes, ma'am. I'm really extremely sorry for that, ma'am. Sorry for the inconvenience caused. Are you sure that, ma'am, before giving into the check-in, it was already like...
Yeah. It's already perfect with my wheel, but why it happened just like that?
Okay, ma'am. I'm really sorry, ma'am. Maybe because in between the checking, it is maybe this accident happened. I'll make a note of it, and we'll be make sure in the future it will not repeat. And extremely sorry for again, ma'am.
Yeah, sure, but don't repeat this once again with any other passenger.
Yeah, ma'am. All apologies, ma'am. Did you get your boarding card, ma'am?
Yeah, this is my boarding pass.
Yes, ma'am. And baggage belt card?
Yeah, this is what?
Okay, all fine, ma'am. Again, extremely sorry for the inconvenience caused during your flight, ma'am.
Okay, but just don't repeat this once again with any other passenger.
Sure, ma'am. We'll make sure we are not repeating it again. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Can you please put my luggage over in the flight?
Sure, ma'am. I can help you with that. And thank you so much, ma'am. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. And we are done, ma'am.
Okay, very nice. This thing, Srinivas. Also very nice, but very bad, Teresa. I already informed that one cabin crew is, you can see one is handling. You should always take initiative and help both of them. Why is it that you were keeping quiet, Teresa?
And I'm not well today.
Okay. Veena,
Yes, ma'am.
Veena, you were very nicely, you have handled very nicely. Very nice, Veena. Veena, very good of it. Okay, you can also inform him that let me speak to my manager. Okay, about the issue. I'll definitely help you with that. Okay, you can speak to your manager, or you can call your manager. You can make the passenger speak with him. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
You can just do that. Okay. Otherwise, you have apologized. You communicated well. Very nice. I really like the way you handled it. Very good.
Ma'am, if the passenger is asking that I have to get a trolley or something like that, should we have to provide with them?
Get the manager will decide actually.
Okay.
Airline have their policies of own. They have done any damage to the passengers' property. Okay. What they will repay and what conditions they will do a refund, or what are the conditions wherein they have to take certain actions. They have a policy for that. They have a manual. Accordingly, they will handle. Whatever airline you will work, they will make you understand about. Every airline has different policies.
Yeah.
According to the policies, they will decide. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. So next one is okay. So today we'll do only role play. Amala, Anjali, Ankita, and Celsia. Amala, Anjali, Celsia. Amala.
I'm done, ma'am.
Yeah.
We are done, ma'am.
Yeah. Again, I would like you to repeat. Today is all about role plays only. Okay. Amala, Anjali.
Yes, ma'am.
Ankita's throat is not well. What happened? Everyone not well. Why so? What happened to everyone today? Nisha and Celsia. Both of you have to interact with each other. Okay. Two of you has to interact. Interacting session it will be. Okay.
Only interacting, ma'am.
Yeah, interacting session only. Today's session is all about interactions.
Okay.
Because so many students who are still not able to interact, like Ankita, Anjali, Prisa, they are not interacting. So I want everyone to participate and interact. Then it will be done. I want everyone to take initiative, interact, because otherwise few of them will learn, few of them will not learn, few of them will be able to crack the interview, few of them will be just not able to interview. That is why I want you to interact. The more you interact, the more you become the master. Okay, so you don't have to regret that you're interacting and you're given to do the same thing, but you'll become more perfect in that. That is why I'm giving it. Okay, since we talked about customer centricity yesterday, so suppose you are the employees of an organization. Okay, it's like a fire chat. Okay, the round name, the round of this game name is fire chat round, fireside chat. Okay, fireside chat. So suppose you four are employees, so you have to give me ideas how to you all understand, right? What is customer centricity? Understand, right, everyone? What is required for an organization to become customer centric, and what are the main things a customer centric organization follows? You understand all those, right? All of you?
Ma'am, I was not tested. I was not in yesterday's class.
Others who were attending the class understood, no?
Yes, ma'am, that 4 components.
Yes. Okay, Veena, very good. You understood. So Anjali, Ankita, Nisha, and Celsia. These 4 people. Switch on the video, please.
Ma'am, I'm not well, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Celsia, you understand, no? What is customer centricity?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for an organization to be customer centric, what are the 4 things they follow? So suppose you are an airline. you have a standard of following the customer-centric culture. So how, in what ways you can show? Suppose these two, Anjali, Nisha is a new employee for the organization, and Ankita is a new employee for the organization. So now you, Anjali and Celsia, you know about customer centric. So how will you explain about your office culture to this new employee? Can you please do a small role play, Celsia and Anjali?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, proceed please, both of you. And Anjali, this time if you keep quiet, then...
Okay. Hello, Ankita.
Hello. Anjali, sorry. Anjali, Ankita is a new employee, and does Nisha also new employee. Anjali and Celsia is the one who have to explain these two new employees about their office culture of being customer centric. How do you two explain? What do you understand? How will you explain them? But all you have to make them understand.
So Ankita, our company is very customer centric. Like it puts the customer's needs before ours. Okay, so for that you have to keep good customer faith. Like we have to deliver good services to the customer so that they have the faith in our airline.
Yeah, proceed, Celsia.
Yeah, so, and secondly, we have to be very consistent. Like, no, you can't just, if you're tired, you can't just treat the customer very badly. Even if it's your fourth duty or fifth duty, you have to be very, you have to give them very good services. We can't just ignore them because we are very tired and all. We have to make sure that they are very comfortable and will come again to our airline. The third point is employee first. Like employee should be given the first priority. And the last point is customer experience and feedback. And that's the 4 rule of our company. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
Repeat the third one.
Which one?
Third.
Third one is employees first. Employees should be given the first priority.
Celsia, can you repeat one more point?
Which point, ma'am?
About, can you please repeat again about the customer centric, what you told to Ankita?
Yes, I told the first point is faith, that we should deliver the service in such a way that the customer should have faith in our airline. Yeah, like we should deliver good services.
Okay, next point.
Second is consistency. Like all the employees should deliver good services to the customer. They shouldn't ignore the customer because they're tired. If one cabin crew is having her last duty for the day, so if she's tired, she shouldn't ignore the customer and her needs, because for that cabin crew it is the last duty. For that customer it's the first life. And the third one is employees first. In that, employees should be given the first priority. Last one is customer experience and feedback.
So the customer, so in that last point, this organization will work in such a way, okay, so they will work according to the customer, okay, they will take so many feedbacks, they will take every single, they will take measures to make the airline like how the customer want, okay, very convenient for a customer, so that they will like the airline so much, like not a passenger friendly airline, understood in small language. Okay, Anjali, can you tell me how these are the 4 points? These are the 4 points, okay, which a customer-centric organization should follow. Anjali, can you tell me about the first one, faith? How will you gain faith of the customer? Can you give me an example? How to earn fate from a passenger? Okay, so what are the things that you will do to earn the fate of a customer or a passenger? What are the things that you will do that he will again fly with you? You will earn fate from him. What are the things?
Taking care of a customer, providing everything which he or she may ask.
Okay.
Looking forward for a customer, what they need, what they assist, we'll provide them.
And how will you? The first sentence. What you said? What you said?
Taking
first. Okay,
taking care of a customer.
How will you take care?
Whenever they may call us or else ring the bell, we'll just go in front of them and we just ask them what you people need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't ask for what you people need. You can ask, how may I assist you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, proceed, Srinivas. Proceed.
Yes. Taking care of them, providing everything which they need. Yeah.
On time.
Making on time. Making fun with them. I meant limited fun.
How?
By the way which we are speaking towards the passenger.
Okay.
Which they feel good. Yeah. Which they feel good towards us.
Okay, so how can you give an example?
If they just say something, ma'am, we just speak out with a smile. As how we are in the cabin crew, it's just necessary in the cabin crew smiling. Yeah, that's fine, ma'am.
Okay, good, Srinivas. Good answer. Good answer. Next person, Veena.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you maintain consistency? Suppose you are an employee of a customer-centric organization. So how will you maintain the consistency?
Consistency mainly maintained by employees only. Like we have to give our best out of best. It's like in every sector. Yesterday, ma'am told about some 6 sectors. We have to give the success in that 6 sectors only. So we have to give that 100%. You know, all matters, our appearance and the way we indulge with passengers and information giving, and we shouldn't be giving any false information to the passengers, and we should be in a helping nature. So I think the way we act with passengers will define the consistency in our profession.
Yeah, that's what I have to maintain it. Okay, not one day you're consistent and the other day you had a fight. Like 6 sector, that is also consistent. 6 sector is one example. Okay, one of the best example, the 6 sector flight. Another example, you had a fight with your family member or your friend whom you are staying with, roommate or whatever, flatmate. So your mood is off. That's why you will be not laughing, not smiling. Okay, you will be shouting at your passengers because you are angry with your roommate. So you will show your anger to the passengers. That is another example. So that is not maintaining consistency. It is against maintaining consistency. You have, irrespective of what happened to you in your house, with your colleague, with anyone, with the passenger, you have to behave nicely. Even when the passenger is angry at you, even then you have to handle it calmly and patiently. You do not have to shout at him. Without even shouting at him, you can make him quiet with your with your calmness, with your patience. Okay, with the way you handle. Okay, you can do that without shouting and without showing anger to the passenger. Understood, Veena?
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice answer, Veena. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
So cabin crew. are also known as flight attendants. Are primary duties and responsibilities of frontline staff. So what are the duties and responsibilities of a frontline staff? We'll study in details about this. Also, the first frontline staff, the first category of frontline staff, will study about cabin crew. Cabin crew are also known as flight attendants and are primarily on board an aircraft for the safety and welfare of the passengers, and secondly for their comfort. If there were no services of food or drink during a flight, there would still have to be a minimum presence of cabin crew for safety, which is a legal requirement for airlines. Because cabin crew members are the face of the airline, they are expected to excel in customer service and always remain friendly, approachable and enthusiastic with a good sense of self-presentation. The role of cabin crew can be physically demanding, and the crew must be prepared to be flexible to work any day of the year. Cabin crew greet the passengers as they board the aircraft, direct them to their seats, and ensure that all luggage is safely stored away in the overhead bin cabins. Once all passengers are on board and seated, cabin crew demonstrate the safety emergency procedures while the airplane is preparing for takeoff. During a flight, the cabin crew members assist passengers, make calls on behalf of captain, and serve food, drinks, and sell duty-free goods. In case of emergencies, cabin crews are there to reassure passengers so that they follow the correct emergency procedures. The crew have to deal with several emergencies such as cabin fires or first aid situation. At the end of a flight, cabin crew members ensure that passengers disembark the aircraft safely. The crew members are then asked to complete a written report that records all details of the flight. For instance, duty-free sales, food and drink sales, any usual incidents and customs and immigration documentation. Before beginning work aboard aircraft, cabin crew are required to complete a 4 to 6 week airline training course on safety and emergency procedures. Okay, this is all about cabin crew. What are the things? Okay, before becoming an airline cabin crew, before you'll be getting a flying license to fly. Okay, that is the DGCA will give you a license. Only then you'll be able to become a flying crew or a cabin crew. If you failed that exam, okay, after hiring you as a cabin crew, every airline will do a 4 to 6 week training, 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, more than that. Okay, minimum is 2.5 months. So minimum is 2.5 months in India. So it might be 4 to 6 weeks also. So training will be given to you for on safety, aircraft safety, passenger safety, all those safety training basically, and welfare of passengers. So training will be given to you. Okay, depending on that training, an exam will be conducted. That exam you have to pass, you have to clear. Only then you will be given a flying license. If you get the flying license, then only you will be able to fly. Okay, that is known as the competency card. Okay, so once you start flying, what will be your duty? First you will get ready. Okay, first you'll get ready, wake up, get ready. Then after getting ready, you'll board the cab, go to your office, do sign on. Okay, a small briefing will be conducted. Okay, the senior cabin crew will conduct a briefing for that particular set of crew, whoever will be flying for that flight. Okay, we'll be flying from one destination to another. So that senior cabin crew will conduct a small briefing about who is the captain for the day, how many passengers will be traveling. Okay, what is the load of the flight? Load of the flight means how many passengers will be traveling, and many informations regarding the flight. If there is any equipment which is not in order, suppose the boiler is not in order, so you have to replace the order. You have to take handover from the catering department. You have to mention it. all the details, every single details. The senior crew will mention it to you. So you have to take care of this. Whatever she will tell, you have to take care of it throughout the flight. Okay, if there is any special guest traveling with you, that will be told. Okay, and if there is any damage in the aircraft, then also she will mention about that to you. So after the pre-flight briefing, you will proceed to the aircraft. After proceeding to the aircraft, after the passengers are boarded, you will when the passenger boarding will go on, you will welcome those passengers. Okay, after welcoming them, okay, after welcoming them, what you can do is one second. After welcoming them, you can do
I have a doubt.
Yeah, please tell me.
Ma'am, what kind of questions come in that exam, the one which you told?
Okay, that will come from the training only. They will only give you a training. They will according to the aircraft. Okay, if it is as I said, there are two manufacturers of aircraft. Okay, two manufacturers are there. One is Boeing, one is Airbus. Okay, so if you're working in airlines like Indigo and Go Air, Air India, domestic. Okay, Air India International use Boeing, but Air India domestic uses Airbus aircraft. Okay, so you will be trained on that aircraft. You will be trained on the equipments of that aircraft. How many equipments? What are the safety equipments? When they can be used? What are the emergency that can happen in aircraft? How to handle this kind of emergency? What is your role? What you wanna do? Okay, so this is a safety training which the airline will conduct after hiring you. In that training, you have to pass. Okay, only then you will get a flying license. Okay, to fly. Understood?
Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Ma'am, what is the expiry of that flying license, ma'am? Or otherwise we can use it like continuously?
See, there is an expiry. Okay, there is an expiry of 1 year.
Okay, so we have to renew it.
Yeah, you have to renew it by giving the exam. There will be recurrent. That is that initial training is called ab initio training. That training is known as ab initio training. Ab initio training. Okay, so after that ab initio training, after 1 year, you can apply one more. I mean, you have to. The company will only assign you for one more training. That is a recurrent training. That time they will not train you. That time only question papers will be there. You will be trained for only 1 day, 2 days. You will do a revision of what they have taught you in the ab initio training. So you have, after ab initio training, after you get the flying license, after passing the exam, you have to study every day. You have to study that very often so that you will not forget, so that you can prepare yourself well for the recurrent. So after 12
So every year we have to give the exam?
Yeah, every year you have to give that exam.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Every year you have to appear.
Ma'am, what if we are working in Indigo for the first 6 months and later we change our work? So during that span we don't have to give exam?
That will not be considered. Again you have to yeah, that will be considered, but most airlines, they will not consider. They will give you the same salary only. The salary will be same. You can change, but the salary will be changed. It is your loss if you change the company within so less period. You can either change it after 2 years, so that you are eligible to become an SCC at least. After 2 recurrence, so the senior cabin crew eligibility is 2 years of cabin crew experience plus, 2 recurrence. That is the ab initio training 1 and 2 recurrence you have to undergo. Okay, the ab initio training and 2 years of recurrence. So after 2 years of flying, you can easily become a senior cabin crew. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else you have doubt?
No, ma'am.
So the 2 recurrence, you make sure that you complete 2 recurrence in one airline. then you can easily change the airline and you can become a cabin crew at senior cabin crew at other airline. If not other airline, in your airline itself you can become a senior cabin crew. Okay, so I was telling about the roles and responsibilities. So you have to do the welcoming, okay, taking handover of young passengers or anyone who is ambulatory, non-ambulatory passengers will be there inside an aircraft. Ambulatory passengers, non-ambulatory means a person who has difficulty of movement. They will be using wheelchairs or they will be coming in ambulances. These kind of passengers are called special handling passengers. There will be special assistance required for this kind of passengers. So after taking handover of these kind of passengers, after the door closure, you will do the safety demo. After the safety demo, takeoff will happen. After takeoff, after some time, once the aircraft will reach at a safe altitude, okay, once the aircraft will reach at 38,000 feet at a safe altitude while cruising, then you have to prepare the service thing. Okay, if the airline has service, then you have to do service. Okay, take out your trolleys, food carts, roll out the carts, do selling, food selling, merchandise selling, all those things. Okay, service training. Different airlines have different service procedures. Okay, I worked in two airlines. Two airlines. So I know what are the service procedures, what you have to do. So these are the things you have to take care of on board while on duty. After the service thing, you have to prepare your whole cabin and galley for landing. You have to secure the passengers. If there is any baggage that the passengers have took out during the flight, you have to keep it back in the place. Everything you have to secure it so that while landing it will be a safe landing. So after landing, you have to do the thank you greeting. You have to bid the farewell to the passengers. Once they deplane, you have to come back. If it's an international flight, you have to do some immigration work, simple immigration work. If it's a domestic flight, you can return to your base. Okay, and again there will be a debriefing by the senior cabin crew. The senior cabin crew will discuss about what happened on the flight. She will take a note from each and every cabin crew. She will mention, there will be a report, voyage report. Okay, voyage report. So whatever happened in an airline, if they face in any issue, anything wrong, so she will mention everything in that airline. Suppose there was some equipment was not working properly, like that, all those things she will mention. Any passenger has troubled you, that also she have to mention. After that, you can go home. Okay, understood the roles and responsibilities of a cabin crew?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. And what will the cabin crew do, ma'am, after taking the note of everything?
She will mention it. She will complete that voyage report. After every flight, there will be a voyage report to be filled up. She will fill that voyage report. In future, if there is any issues, they can have a look at that voyage report, whether the senior cabin crew is mentioned or not. For verification purpose, this for verification purpose, for tracking purpose. Understood?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So duties and responsibilities of this thing. Airline reservation agents. Okay, airline reservation agents, what they are doing, what I have to do. Airline reservation agents are the frontline staff who sell airline tickets and make airline travel arrangements for passengers, either in person or on the phone. So these kind of agents, what they do, they are the frontline staff who sell airline tickets and make arrangement for passengers, either in person or by phone. Okay. The main duties of an airline reservation agent may include answering inquiries regarding information such as schedules, accommodations, procedures, and policies. So you know what are the reservation agents. What do you mean by reservation agents? Do you understand about that? Understand about that airline? So these airline reservation system, they will help the people or the customers or the passengers in phone or in person. If they come directly to the counter or if they're calling, they will help in booking a ticket for them. Okay, arranging travel arrangements for the passenger. Okay, so the duties are like, answering the passenger, attending calls, answering inquiries regarding information such as when is the departure, okay, at what time is the departure, which seat number you'd like to take. Okay, if there is any procedure like suppose he want to carry his pet along with him, so she has to explain that this kind of pet carriage policy is not available in this airline, or if there is a policy, then he should explain about it. So this kind of answering, like telling everything, providing information to the customer on phone or in counter in person, and then booking their ticket. Okay, making and confirming reservations for transportation and accommodation. So she will make and confirm reservations for transportation and accommodation. Planning routes, itineraries and accommodation details, and compute fares and fees. So she will plan the route, okay, if it's a connecting flight, if it's an interconnecting flight, if it's a transit flight, okay, if it's a direct flight. So she'll plan the route accordingly, whatever it is available. Okay, according to the availability, she will plan the route. And itineraries means when you book a ticket online, then a printed ticket will be sent to your email. So that kind of soft copy of after you booking ticket, whatever you get as a ticket, okay, that is known as the itinerary. So she will be the one who will provide these kind of itineraries. Accommodation details, if there is any accommodation required, if they have any any tie-ups with any hotels or something like that, so she will book the accommodation itself also. Okay, then she will compute all the fares and fees, collect the fees from the passenger. Conferring with customers to determine their service requirements and travel preferences. Preparing customer invoices and accepting payment. Okay, so she will create invoice. She will create invoice means after you pay the amount, she will have to give a bill, okay, a receipt kind of a thing to the passenger, online receipt. So when it is printed out, that is known as the invoice report. Okay, so she is responsible to do that. Collect the payment, okay, for booking tickets. Maintaining computerized inventories of available passenger space, provide information on space reserved or available if there is any available. So there will be computerized inventories. Computerized inventories means you can select your seat. There will be available seat marked in the computer, so the passenger or the customer can select those seats. Okay, select the seats and reserve the seats. Also she can provide the information of which seat has already been reserved and which seat is available right now. Okay, providing clients with assistance in preparing required travel documents and forms. So if there is a medical passenger, suppose a medical passenger is traveling, so he has to need medical documents. Suppose I am a pregnant woman, so pregnant woman has to provide the that how many weeks pregnant she is she legal to fly or not, everything she has to mention it. Doctor certificate and all they will need for medical passengers, so she has to help the passenger to take out all those documents. She will tell you can visit a doctor, you can take a medical certificate, like that she can suggest. Okay, Then she can examine passenger documents to determine destination and assign. So after she will examine passenger documentation like Aadhaar card, address proof, and all those she will examine, and then determine the destination and assign the boarding cards. Announcing arrival and departure information using public address system. So after that she can announce arrival and departure information. So she can use the PA. For the PA means it's like a mic. Can you see the ground staff when they announces if there is any delay, or if they have a gate change, or where the passengers have to go for to board the flight? They announce, no? They do an announcement with a mic, no? Isn't it? So that is known as the public address system. Checking in baggage and cargo and directing passengers to designated locations for loading. So baggage should be checked in and cargo, and then she will redirect passenger to the designated location for loading. Providing customers with travel suggestions and information such as guides, directories, brochures, maps. Staff airline reservation agents are required to deal with the public in friendly, courteous and helpful manner, and they require strong customer service and communication skills. They need to provide clear and accurate information to assist passengers and other staff. They must also be prepared to deal with passengers who may be stressed, angry or emotional, and to use effective listening and problem-solving skills to solve customer problems in a timely manner. If an airline customer becomes angry about a delayed flight, for example, the agent isn't expected to react with anger or frustration. Instead, she or he is normally expected to remain calm and courteous throughout all of his communications with airline customers. Okay, ramp agents and baggage handlers. So who are the ramp agents and baggage handlers? Let's study about ramp agents and baggage handlers. An airline's ramp agents are responsible for marshalling aircraft and loading, unloading and sorting freight and baggage. So airlines ramp agents and baggage handlers are responsible for marshalling aircraft, okay, and they do the loading and unloading of the baggage. So once the passenger has given his luggage for check-in, so who after the check-in, okay, after giving the luggage for check-in, so from the check-in counter to the aircraft belly, so aircraft belly, who will do the loading and unloading, who will place? So these kind of ramp agents or baggage handlers, they will put the baggage from the check-in counter in the trolley, okay, there will be trolleys, then the driver will drive that trolley till the aircraft belly, okay, so loaders will be there. So these loaders will load the baggages inside the aircraft trolleys, okay. So these are the things these ramp agents or baggage handlers do. They are responsible for maintaining safety and security on the ramp at all point of time. These ramp agents, they are always responsible for maintaining safety and security of the ramp at all point of times. In terms of customer service, they are responsible for the courteous, prompt, accurate and careful handling of customer baggage. Okay, they are the one who will be dealing with the baggage of the customer, no? So they have to be very courteous and prompt and accurate and carefully handling those baggages, okay? Because you have seen, no, how Srinivas, you remembered how you are doing a situation on that, how you got angry because your baggage wheel has broken, and how the airline staff Veena was, apologizing. So these loaders have to take handling the baggages in a safe way, the ramp agents, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So in terms of customer service, they are responsible for, okay, that is done. They also monitor customer safety during boarding and deplaning, offering assistance where necessary. Okay, So what are the duties and responsibilities of a ramp agent or a baggage handler? Let's study. Marshalling aircraft under ramp, which includes directing and assisting and parking all arriving, departing and towed aircraft. Okay, so these ramp agents, what they will do, they will be wearing this kind of rayon jacket. Okay, because they will be wearing, you can see people who are wearing rayon jacket. Rayon jacket they wear because sometimes when the aircraft, the pilot sits inside the aircraft, okay, so he flies at an altitude of 38,000 feet. So he mostly, if it's 3 to 4 hours flight, okay, more than 3 to 4 hours of flight, he is used to the environment at that kind of altitude, because you have seen the pilot compartment, the flight deck compartment, how it is full of glasses, and you are able to see the environment outside the aircraft very nicely, because it's fully surrounded with glass, right? So these pilots, they are used to that kind of vision. They are used to the vision which they see in the 38,000 feet. So once they come on ground, okay, once they come to come on ground after landing, their eyes needs time to adapt to the vision they see in this thing in the ground. Okay, because if it's night time, then they are used to see all the clouds and all those things. So once they land, after landing, their eyes are not they are not ready to adapt to see the vision that is on the ground. So they fail to see the people who are walking in the ramp or who are walking in the ground, because the pilot compartment, it's at a height of like at a height of, I guess, 1 floor or 2nd floor building height. Okay, so this ramp agents, when they walk on the ramp, to avoid accidents, they wear this rayon color jacket, okay, so that the pilot can easily identify that someone is there in front of him, and they wear this kind of rayon jackets. Okay, so they are responsible to guide the pilot to do movements like coming forward, going back. Okay, because the pilot doesn't have any mirror like a car to see what is at the back. So these people are the responsible one who will be guiding the pilot to which movement he should do to park. Even for the parking, he had to do some movements. So this will be shown with the help of directions by the ramp agents. Okay, they will select particular bay. If a bay is occupied by some other aircraft, then these ramp agents will help, okay, to maintain all the bays accordingly in order, so that all aircraft whoever has landed will get a particular bay to park. Okay, so the rest of the part we'll study tomorrow. Let's end the class here itself. Is it fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, goodbye.
Bye, ma'am.